Hey friends, and welcome back to our channel. Have you been considering relocating to Layton, Utah or the surrounding areas? Curious about the best neighborhoods to choose if you're looking to move to Layton, Utah or you're PCSing to Hill Air Force Base? Have you been wondering where the most coveted areas in Layton are? Well, you're in the right place. We've compiled a list of the top 5 neighborhoods to live in Layton, so you know exactly where you want to put roots down when making the move here to Layton, Utah.
Hopefully, if you are relocating from another state, looking to start over, or just want a better idea of where the hot spots are in the real estate in Layton, this video is going to help you out. In this video, we're going to break down the top 5 most popular neighborhoods to live here in Layton, Utah.
If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in northern Utah and cities like Layton, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in northern Utah.
We are Sloan and Kim Peterson with the Peterson Group. We've been in the real estate business for 10 years, and every day we help people just like you looking to buy, sell, or invest in northern Utah, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description below, so we can help you make that smooth transition to northern Utah and cities like Layton.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say about Layton is actually the entire city is kind of a coveted area. So we're doing the top 5 areas, but we may have to do a round 2 because Layton's just one of those places where kind of the whole city is like a coveted area, which is really good if you want to live in Layton because the whole city is actually very desirable. Now, the first area that we're taking you to is the Case Creek area. This area is super cool. It's on the eastern side of Layton, and it is a more move-up area. So you are going to find larger, nicer homes in this area. It's close to Case Creek Trail, which is a 2.8 mile long trail that offers walking, biking, running. So if you like those kind of activities, this is a really nice area because it's very close to that trail. Now, again, this is a neighborhood that is a move-up neighborhood. So the homes are larger in spec, but that means they're also a little bit higher price. So it's definitely not a starter home area, but it does have a lot of mixed style of homes. So you've got the old established areas, the old established neighborhoods, but there's also a lot of new builds going on in this area. So if you like those newer, nicer, upgraded homes, you'll also find this here in this area. As you saw a little bit earlier, the mountains were right in the background, which is a nice part of living in eastern Layton and all of eastern Utah really, is you always have those nice mountain views. Now, the median price point in this area is $633,000. So again, kind of that move up, clientele move up area. The median rent in this area starts at $1,250 per month, but that's only for a 700 square foot apartment. So while the rent may seem more affordable, it's for a really tiny area. The other thing about rentals, you don't really have many in this area. So if you are looking to rent in this area, likely your rent is going to skyrocket because you'll likely be renting a home. Okay, so that is everything for this Case Creek area. Hopefully that gave you a good idea about the neighborhood. Now let's take you over to the second neighborhood.
All right, guys, so we are at our second spot. We are on Layton's East Bench, and if you guys haven't realized already, one of the reasons this whole east side is very coveted is because of all the mountains. So the closer we are on the east side, obviously, we're gonna have those mountains like you can see in the background, and we're very close to the hiking trails. We showed you another hiking trail. It's about a half a mile away from here, which is the Adams Canyon Trail. All right, so Layton, like I said, is we're on the east side here, and as you can see over here to my right is we do have that beautiful view. I'm gonna pan a shot right now so you can see that, and it's just a beautiful view. So everyone that's up here on the east side, they're paying for these views, right? These houses around me, as you're gonna see, they're about $1 million. One's for sale about a half mile down for 1.3 million. So this is gonna be really $1 million up when you guys start looking at houses out here. All right, so East Layton is an upscale suburban neighborhood. It's really known for its mountain views, its high quality of life, and its beautiful mountain views. This neighborhood is only housing and hiking, so you're going to have to travel into inner city Layton or close to Ogden or Bountiful, one of those cities that's around over here. It's like I said, it's only going to be living areas, and you're gonna have to venture down to do your shopping or restaurants, but really we're not that far away from inner city Layton. We're probably about a 5 or 10 minute drive, especially being so close to Highway 89. You can take Antelope Road, which goes right into the heart of the city. And like I said, it's probably only about 5 minutes from here to Antelope Road. The median price point in this area starts about $755,000, and that's really going to be a low scale house when you're considering this area. It ranges all the way up to multi-million. Like I said, 1.3 million is a house that we've seen down the street, and there's not really any rentals in here, so I can't really give you any rental comps. There is one rental that we've seen kind of on our halfway up here, but those are going for probably around $1,500. Very rarely are they open, and they are pretty run down. So up here, you're mainly going to be luxury housing. We're not seeing really anything as far as rent goes. All right, guys, so we're gonna head out to that next area, and we're gonna show you around the neighborhood on our way out so you can get a better feel for just what the area is looking for. And hopefully when you're out here, you can check out one of these beautiful lightning and thunderstorms. I think you'll really like it if you enjoy those storms.
Okay, we're here in the third area known as Northridge. And one thing I just want to point out is how crazy Utah weather is. Because as you could probably tell, we started off this video with it being sunny and warm, and now it's windy, cold, and getting rainy. So that just goes to show in Utah, the weather can change at the flip of a coin. All right, so here in Northridge, one of the reasons why this is such a coveted area is because the houses are a little bit nicer, more upscale. They're kind of that move up house, but we're still super close to Hill Air Force Base and all of your major conveniences. So this area is really known for its family-friendly areas and safe schools and great school district. The thing about living in this area though is because you are so close to Hill Air Force Base, you will definitely hear the jets that we have talked about in many other Layton videos. That's really unavoidable anywhere in Layton, but especially here you are literally right outside of the gates of Hill Air Force Base. The homes in this area are newer. You aren't going to find anything older than the 1990s, and there really aren't any apartments in the area. So the median home price in this area is $495,000, but the median rent is a little over $2,000 a month. And that is because, again, you aren't going to find many rentals like apartments in the area, but you will find some houses and townhomes for rent, especially because this is an area where a lot of people do move to when they first PCS to Hill Air Force Base until they're really familiar with the area. Okay, that should give you a feel for this Northridge area. Now let's take you on over to the next area.
All right, so the next area that we're in right now is called the Greyhawk area. So it's an area in the northeast part of Layton, and it does have kind of a newer feel. Most of this area was kind of started being built in probably around 2010 or so is when the first houses started being built. And other than the jets, it has a very quiet atmosphere. We are probably 5 minutes away from one of the best golf courses in Layton. Some of the houses in here could be considered a first-time home buyer, on the upper level, but most of them are going to be bigger, about 3,500 square feet to 4,000 square feet. So they usually are going to be a move up family or someone that needs more of just, you know, more space to start out with. It is very close to SR 193, Highway 89, and I-15. So as far as commuting goes, whether you're going, you know, north into Ogden or south, closer to Salt Lake City, it's definitely going to be close for commuting. And it's only about 5 minutes away from Hill Air Force Base. So if you do have a base on the job, this Greyhawk community might be a really good option to think about. As you can just see what we just passed, they do have a lot of these free little libraries that are just provided by the citizens of Layton. And of course you might have seen one in your neighborhood, but it's basically, you know, you grab a book, you take a book, and kind of just sharing that library with your community, which is awesome and really kind of shows, you know, a testament that this does have that community feel in it for sure. All right, so the median price range in this area is probably going to be closer to the low 600,000s. You could find a house probably in the 500s, but it's going to be a little bit smaller, and it still will be probably new construction though. The average rent in this area is probably going for closer to $1,600. That's going to be more for an apartment style living. You can get townhouses, you know, and more of houses, but those are going to probably be starting out around $2,000 a month and then going upwards from there. All right, so that should give you a really good understanding about what you can get in this Greyhawk community. We would love to show you around it if you are in town, would like to see it. We're going to go ahead and head up to our next neighborhood and show you over there.
Okay, so we are here in the fifth and final location we are taking you today, and this area is known as Hillfield. And so that might sound familiar because obviously we have Hill Air Force Base. And that's one of the reasons this is such a coveted area. Not only is it super affordable, so it's a great starter home area, but its proximity to Hill Air Force Base, it's super close. It's like 10 minutes away. The other thing this area is known for, its proximity to all major roads, highways, freeways, shopping, restaurants. So really, it's a super convenient location. Here, you're gonna find a mix of newer and older homes, as well as every home type, from starter homes to a little bit of that mid-home, kind of that stepping stone second house, and also townhouses mixed in. So if you are just starting out buying your first home or kind of trying to get a feel for Layton, this is a great area to look because you will find pretty much any type of house you're looking for kind of in this area. This area is definitely a major hub in the Layton area, and it's a walkable community. It's got major transportation areas around here. So if you need all of your conveniences in one place, like maybe you don't have a vehicle or don't want to drive everywhere, this is actually a really good area to look. But that also makes it one of the busiest areas in Layton. Median home prices in this area are $400,000. So again, on the more affordable price in terms of what you can afford in Layton, but median rent is about $1,480. So even though that's, you know, a little bit more affordable than maybe some other areas, in terms of purchasing a home versus renting a home, this is an area where actually buying is way more affordable. Okay, so that should do it for this area. That should give you a really good idea about what you can buy here in the Hillfield area of Layton.
All right, guys, as you can see behind us, we have one of the best views in East Layton. So we're up on that high east side like we talked about, and well, there you have it. You know, those are your top 5 coveted neighborhoods in Layton, Utah. And like we said, really all of Layton is kind of coveted, so there are many more neighborhoods that we can talk about, and we will probably do another video you know, round 2 like we talked about before. So if you're curious and you have any more questions about any of these areas or any other areas in Layton in general, just reach out to us. We always love to interact with you guys.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video and loved all the beautiful views that Layton has to offer. Picking where you'll call home is an important decision, and we would love to help you make that smooth transition here to Utah and cities like Layton. If you're looking to purchase in the northern Utah area, we would love to help you out. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. And until next time, we're keeping it real. Estate.